EA DICE have been working their butts off lately. They've announced that there's going to be no paid DLC. All cosmetic items will be unlocked through challenges, and they're also incorporating a Battle Royale game mode into their game Battlefield 5. They've been trying to push out a very positive agenda with their game Battlefield 5, especially after such a horrifying first trailer that they released. I mean, this trailer was absolutely nothing what they were trying to pinpoint what this game was going to be like. I mean, everything that is Battlefield 5 was not in the first trailer, which kind of turned a lot of people away from the game, with their first instincts being this does not look like Battlefield at all. This almost looks like Call of Duty, which is nothing wrong with that. You should still be able to enjoy both games. But if you're thinking of Battlefield, the first trailer is not really something that you would think a Battlefield game would release. And EA DICE are not stupid. They know exactly what they did, and they know that the first trailer kind of pushed a lot of their fans away from the game. So they are trying their hardest to bring those fans back by just exploding with details and gameplay of this new game that they're making to try to bring people back to show what this game actually is. But don't let the companies tell you how it is. You need to have a mind for yourself and think what this game will actually be. So I am here today, J-Bone the Man, you already know it, to tell you guys the good and the bad of Battlefield 5. The first thing that really throws me off when I see Battlefield 5 gameplay is how quickly everybody dies. And it's not because they changed the time to kill in this game, it's because they changed the way the healing system works. You can no longer completely regen your health. You heard me correctly, you cannot get to 100% health anymore unless you have a medic or just any type of meds laying around on the ground that you could heal yourself up with. This can get very, very obnoxious. Now don't get me wrong, this is a really cool idea to have realistic health systems in the game and kind of having to rely a little bit more on medics like in real life, but as always, this is a video game. This is not real life, nor is this a simulator of a real-life situation either. This is Battlefield, and as a Battlefield community, medics don't do their jobs as medics. Support players don't do their job as support players. Nobody does their job correctly in this game. So if you're expecting to get healed anytime soon, you better think a little bit more about that decision. And along with no medics deciding to help you out when you need a little health, on top of all of that, there are snipers. And snipers are obnoxious in Battlefield when it comes to certain points in the game. And they will pluck you off from time to time, but now it's going to be even worse. Like my example earlier, but let's change it up a little bit. Instead of a squad, you're taking down a tank, and you're an assault player. And you just wiped it clean, you got shot a couple of times, maybe the tank hit you with a little bit of an impact, whatever. Now, you are low on health, no medics are helping you out, and you have like 30 HP. You are going to get plucked. Snipers are going to be so OP in Battlefield because of this exact reason. Because of the no health system. Before, you kind of had to aim for the head. Now it's no reason to aim for the head. You can aim anywhere on their body because people are going to be on low health 24/7. So get ready for some Call of Duty style, getting shot in the toe one shot, getting shot in the kneecap one shot, getting shot in the groin one shot. Just get ready for all these maddening sniper kills. And of course, you can argue that by saying, well, scout players don't really get that much action. If you run into the field, you're going to get shot down by an assault player, medic, or even a support player because you're stuck with a bolt-action sniper rifle. So really all you can do is stay back with the sniper rifle spot and just hope for some lucky shots. Now, with people being less health, at least I can play as a scout and get more kills instead of having to sit on the bottom of the scoreboard with 5 kills all the time. I can at least stack some more kills up because it'll be easier to get kills. Valid argument, but nobody enjoys having scout players on their team that do nothing. Nobody enjoys that. And the majority of the people are probably going to want assault, medics, or even support because their role is just a tad bit more special than a scout player's role. The only thing that a scout can really do in Battlefield 1 that's supportive is shooting his flare off and spotting enemies. Other than that, I mean, what do you want to scout for on your team or even in your squad? There's not really any point because they're probably going to be in the back of the map doing nothing and just trying to aim for headshots. It gets very aggravating, and we don't really want to encourage this type of play style. We want to encourage people to switch over to more kits and be a little bit more aggressive in the battlefield. Same thing with the meds, same thing with the ammo. Just like your medical supplies, your ammo is going to be depleted much more quickly, because now you are no longer starting off with a crap ton of ammo, and they're going to try to make it a little bit more scarce throughout the battle. So you're going to be depending I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're going to be depending on support players in Battlefield. Now, if anybody knows anything about Battlefield, it's that support players definitely don't play their role. Medics, yeah, you will get meds every once in a while. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating them a little bit more. But support players, they never, and I mean never, drop you ammo. You will be the luckiest man in the world if a support player drops by and gives you some ammunition. Now, I'm a Slayer. I'm a Slayer in pretty much any FPS game, third-person game, that involves a weapon and team-to-team where it's basically KD status. I love killing and playing objective, of course, but now killing is going to be much more complicated with no ammo. What am I going to do? What are my solutions here? The only thing that we can really hope for is that people actually play their role in Battlefield 5. If people don't play their role in Battlefield 5, this new system is going to literally crap itself. And I hope it doesn't crap itself, because it's a pretty cool concept. And in Battlefield, it's a nice idea to have these different realistic features implemented into the game. But if nobody's going to work with them, it's going to be a pain in the butt. And probably later down the road, they're going to have to take all of that stuff out and make it how it used to be for Battlefield. But hopefully the community decides, hey, let's actually play the game how it's supposed to be played for once. Enough of the bad. Let's get straight into the good stuff about Battlefield 5. And I'm sure that we've all been in a situation where we need to find an anti-air weapon. And the majority of them are all shot out because that's like the first target that every aircraft aims for. They make sure that the anti-air weapons are taken clean so they can fly around the sky freely. And this can get pretty annoying because when you're versing a team that has dominant air support, it is very frustrating because they will destroy you over and over and over again. And one way to get these anti-air weapons back up is if a support player decides to have a repair tool, which more than half the support players will never have a repair tool, let alone think about going to repair the anti-air weapon so we can get the planes out of the sky. So that's kind of out of the picture. But now, in Battlefield 5, this is absolutely insane. You can actually hook these things onto a vehicle and drive around with them. The possibilities are endless with this. So now, instead of having to worry about these airplanes coming down, swooping through, and destroying the anti-air weapons, you can actually just hook this on the second you start the match and drive off with it. You can take this thing wherever you want around the map, or you could just keep it on the tank. Imagine a plane is trying to take out your tank, but you have an anti-air weapon hooked on the back of this tank. So everywhere this tank is going, you can have someone on that weapon shooting down the planes that are trying to take you out. Or you could just go and put this weapon on a completely different flag to hold it down from air support. It's so many things you could do with this new feature. Great thing to add into this game. And the best thing that has ever been added into Battlefield has now been put in. The spotting feature has been nerfed so insanely good this time in Battlefield 5. Now, it's no longer a permanent mark on the map when you get spotted, which is probably the most obnoxious feeling in the world, especially when you're in a gunfight, you're fighting off squads of people coming at you, and then you get spotted. You try to run down, you try to get some health, but everybody that's in front of you knows exactly where you are. Nothing you can do, no way you can hide. You're pretty much dead when that circumstance comes. Now that spotting feature is done. Now it's sort of like a ping in Rainbow Six Siege, where it kind of just generally locates the general area of what that thing is around, basically. So if I saw someone in the building and I pinged it, it would put a ping on top of the building. It wouldn't show them exactly where they are in the building, but it will put a ping. So you pretty much have an idea that someone's in there, but you have to do the searching for yourself. This is amazing, because like I said, I can't count how many times I've died in Battlefield from being marked on the minimap and everybody just swarming me. It's very annoying, and this is probably the best thing that they could possibly do on Battlefield, leading for a lot more fair fights, and actually using your eyes, which many people don't know how to do nowadays. But yes, you're going to have to use your eyes now to actually see your targets. Amazing, I know. This is 2 thumbs up by me, because this is a perfect feature to add into Battlefield. Alright, that's the end of the video, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me know down in the comments if you guys agree with me or disagree on my ideas of my goods and bads of Battlefield 5. I know it wasn't that many, but I'm just kind of pointing out what I saw throughout the trailer and some of the gameplays that we got to see. This game is still pretty early in production. We still have some time before it actually gets released. So until then, we'll get more details and such on the actual game itself. But if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share the video if you want others to see it. Thank you all for tuning by, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Different color diamonds, I'm a peacock. Different color diamonds, I'm a peacock. Spot full of birdies with no trees.